Hey, good evening, friends. Today I'm back after a long span of time, and to be not in touch with you all, I really missed it. Trust me, getting the comments, getting to know that how I speak and what I speak helped me to motivate me at some or the other point of time. In these days when I was off, I went through a number of phases, and today I'm here just to talk about these particular things. First and foremost, like in these many days, there were certain things that were going on in my mind. Because, like right now, since this pandemic is going on and there is a scarcity of jobs all around, means I can say unemployment. Unfortunately, like whenever I have an account in LinkedIn, whenever I open up that account, to my utter dismay, what I find is like almost all the people over there are posting that for the loss of the job that has occurred to them. Now, this was very shocking and it somehow moved me. I felt that even though I don't need personally to earn for myself, touch wood, but still, after looking at those particular things, I felt that yes, I should too start earning. I too should start doing something, maybe which will be out of my field or my genre in which I am good at, but still I need to earn something. And while in this process of earning, I found that it was not easy at all. When I started it off from the scratch, because it has been like, you may say, 2.5 years or more than that, that I am completely disconnected from the job that I was previously doing, that is serving as a guest faculty lecturer in a college. So after that, this particular phase, when I desperately wanted something, and I found that to be really very tough. Now, what happened is that in these particular days, I applied in almost all the colleges that were there. And trust me, I did not know that applying and then getting, like, they had set up parameters in the sense, like, one of the very renowned college over here in Kolkata, it has set up the norm that if they feel, only then they'll call you for the interview. Forget about selection, that's a long way to go. For the interview also, they'll only call you if they feel like. So while this was there, I had something in my mind that, oh my god, there's so much of, like, bifurcation, there's so much of biasedness that goes on. So even if I would have got selected, till now I'm waiting for their call, because I guess that they have got preferred candidates over that of me, and definitely more qualified ones, because that is one of the very reputed St. Xavier's College after all. But then what I saw was like, this was something very, very shocking, that in their eligibility criteria itself they had mentioned that even if you fulfill our norms of your degrees and your working years, experience, everything around, still you won't be called for the interview if we don't feel like. So I was like, oh my goodness, if this is the thing, then what will happen to the ones who may get selected just on the basis of merit, and after that, what will happen to them? And then, okay, this was the phase one that I passed. Then I thought that, okay, fine, let me give it a try at my writing skills once again. So then I started working as a translator. And translator means, yes, from English to Bengali. Let me admit, though I am a Bengali girl, but then yes, reading to an extent is still okay, but writing is definitely not my cup of tea. And then translating. After all, Bengali also has got an enriched literature. You should know the words and the proper way of usages. Like English is something that I'm comfortable with. I won't say that I know much, but still I'm comfortable with. But Bengali is something on which I have to give always a second, third, fourth thought while I'm thinking about the proper elite words that will suit the sentences. Now in the meantime, while I was doing that job also, I did it as on a part-time basis. I worked. Shockingly, what I found was that you will work for them, but they'll pay you according to their wish. Now, this was something that I couldn't get into my mind, that how is it possible that a person will work according to your wish and payment will be according to the other way, and like, okay, we want it by the end of the third day, you have to forward a submission. Okay, I did that. If that is delayed, then a lot many mails keep on pouring in stating that what are you doing, that shows how very inefficient you are. But while the payment methods start, it will take by the end of the month to get you paid. Now, this was there, I thought that okay, fine, let me wait for a month to get the payment done. Now, when the month was about to end, the utter surprise once again. I forwarded my mail to them that the month has already ended. When do I expect the salary? And what these people were like, they don't know me. No response. In fact, Gmail had to remind me that you have sent a mail to them. Do you want to send them a reminder as well? That yes, you have forwarded a mail and you're expecting a reply from these guys. So this is what the scenario is. Yes, it's very funny, and it was a part-time job that I was doing, so it didn't matter me much. But still, what I found was that was really very, very surprising. Now, then I got another opening in the form of banks and all, but I don't know how my profile got shortlisted by those people. Yes, I was very happy when I got the call from the consultant firms that okay, there's a job for you in the bank. Are you interested in? I said yes, I'm open up for any kind of work in banks. Obviously, not those of like serving tea and all, but definitely the front job, front desk job that they offer and all. I was happy about it. Immediately, they were like, okay, fine, can you tell us your age? The moment I revealed my age, they were like, sorry, ma'am, our limitation is only till 28 years. I was like, what the hell? Then why the hell did you make a call without looking into my profile properly? You just, arouse a kind of like thing in me that I expected, okay, fine, something good is about to happen. And then all my expectations were, brought into a kind of halt with that one particular thing, the age. And then they were like, we are sorry, better luck next time. I said, I will work my luck in some other arena, but not in your arena as such. Then I moved ahead and I was like, okay, let me do some preparations of some competitive exams. Even like in those particular areas, I found that there are like blocks all around. Consulted some of my friends who were successful in competing these particular, civil services and all. So I too had the notion that okay, fine, they'll be able to guide me. Yes, got some very good guidance. At the same time, I also realized that in which way was I moving in all these days. The way I was studying was not at all apt, because what I looked was only on the surface, and what they said or what civil servants demanded, I mean to say what UPSC, what WBSC demanded, was getting into the depth of it. Now, the process by which I studied, if there was one single question, I looked at just one perspective, that okay, fine, that particular governor general ruled in from this to this age, so under him these particular things had happened. Now, the person who was guiding me, or he is still guiding me, I should say, that person, he told me that are you aware that the person had just signed the thing, that okay, fine, this thing is going to happen. But while the thing actually happened, he was not the governor general. I was like, then? So he gave me two more options. The second one that I chose, that was also wrong. Because what he said was that during this person's reign, the act was about to come to an end. So the third option actually went fit for it. So I said, how do you get to know that which is the right answer and what is not? And so, according to that particular person, he was like, when a question is forwarded to you, you should look not at the surface of that particular question. You have to get into it. And only then my answer will be considered as correct. If I'm talking about one particular person as the governor general, okay fine, under him many such acts, many such thing gets passed, but that doesn't mean that he was there while the act was getting formulated. There was someone else. So we have to study about the preceding and the successors as well. So that is how the study is to be done. And then I realized that where was I in all these days, and why actually I couldn't make it, or why couldn't I make a mark in this particular field, because I used to study everything, but that was all superficially. Whenever you study something superficially, it stays on the surface. You have to move down, you have to go down along with it, because we know that UPSC is something which is called as mother of all written examinations. And when it's the mother of all written examinations, you can well imagine the mother giving birth to the very tough children can't be an easy mother. She has to be very tough, and that is what she is. If one particular, like, I have faced and I know the thing, at least this much I can say, that one question, if they ask from one NGO starting with it, the second question will immediately move to something which is starts with a banana. Now this very surprisingly, people will be like, okay fine, I was moving into it, I started thinking about the NGO, the people working under it, when was the NGO established, everything I get to know. And immediately just after the completion of that question, I find that myself landing up in banana, that what are the advantages of having a banana a day, and then they give you four options. So it's like that your mind has to be that flexible, that this particular moment you are in the cosmos, the very next moment you might just move down below the earth. Now, competing UPSC or any civil services isn't easy, because you have to think according to the people who are setting the papers, and those who are setting the papers, they are the ones who are already a part of that service. What they expect from you is that you are very much dedicated to the subject that you have taken up, no matter even if it's a general knowledge subject. Even then, general knowledge, like, if in recent times you come across the newspapers and all, you will find that there are tensions going on within the country, even outside the country, because of this pandemic. Almost all the political leaders more or less are getting affected by it. The economic crisis that is going on, China's infiltration in India, what is China's stand? It is getting its hold over the neighboring countries of India. So when a question is being asked to you, you have to look from all the different angles, So you have to then understand that one particular question is not meant to be seen from just one particular area. That if China is infiltrating into India, you may say that okay, China is our enemy. China brought this virus, so China is our enemy. Okay, China is our enemy, that we can accept it, but then on what ground? Why did this standoff started all of a sudden? You have to get back to history, you have to find that out. That was that only the fault of China, or was even we people as Indians also got involved somewhere or the other? So when we look at these particular fields, when we start getting into the situation, only then we can successfully make it. It's easy for people to say that these civil services examinations are nothing, you just need to work hard. But work hard on what? What will you work hard upon? If you don't have a base, if you don't know where to actually work upon, then exactly where are you going to work hard? Reading books after books will never help you unless until you know exactly where you are walking. Whether it's a floor made out of marble, or whether it's a complete ditch. So where are you walking? Without knowing, if you keep on walking, you will always land up in a no man's land, and that is where you get caught up. So what my personal opinion in these days has been that after so many things that I have come across, I realize that nothing seems to be easy. Nothing. Trust me, no matter, like, my husband has a belief that okay, fine, I'm good in English, so I can make my mark. But God knows how. BPOs, KPOs, I'm not interested. And the field where I am interested, they aren't interested. So that makes a hell and heaven difference. And that is why getting job is a different thing. Now, for the ones who are actually desperately searching for a job, I can just suggest you that, you know, besides like actual search which will go on and that will keep on going on, because this time is not going to improve so easily. This crisis period is not going to get over so easily. Once it has started, it will end up till 2020 definitely. Even 2021's mid is going to get covered up. Looking at the atmosphere all around, that is how I'm saying. But on the other front, I would request you all that yes, please, whichever genre you are good at, start working on that particular genre. Not everybody is like good at all things, but you have some potential which is, you take it as an extracurricular thing. That extracurricular thing is your strength. So start working upon it, and if you find that you are getting enough space to develop yourself, please move ahead. Because getting job in today's date is really tough. At least if you find that okay, fine, I'm good at packaging, yes, packaging business also is flourishing, you can look for that. If you find that you are fluent in English and all, you can like go ahead with certain kind of being a translator. You can serve if you're interested, if you can serve also in BPOs and all, because you're good in English. Okay,